Everybody, welcome to Wallaby Racing League Tier 3 for the preseason race at Hungary. Welcome back. It's been a long off-season of no racing, but we are back finally to get this road, or this show on the road. My name's Abstract, and I'll be joined by a rookie named Left for Dead. How are we?
I'm good. Yourself? I'm keen to get this racing underway, especially after the technical difficulties we've just had
Yeah, a
with
few
Kirko being a
technicals.
sleepy old man. I'm only joking. I'm not serious.
Alright, let me get this chat up. So, we've missed a little bit, but we got Piastri, he's gone fast with the 116.3, but we got some fresh faces here in Tier 3, and the new addition of Tier 4, which is yet to be announced, I don't think. But, lots of new drivers here. Fresh championship. But let's just
Think
start off with this, Lefty. Who do you reckon's gonna be a demon this season?
this season,
Yep.
I reckon, looking at Uffenhoof and Padu Hollow, I think they're going to be the ones that are going to be up there the most and most consistently. I wouldn't count out non-stop either. Piastri as well after his late run of form last season. So there's a few new faces compared to Kano and Maxi Boy and Maddie and that. I expect Maddie to be up there as well.
Of course. Yeah, Skillsy's shown a lot of pace in the 5 lappers I've seen him in. And yeah, he's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. Um, Non-stop, Miney, Ajala is now back in Tier 3. So I'm gonna have an exciting season. That's for sure. Wolfenhall crosses
Yeah,
on the 116.4.
I fully expect Maddie's skills to be up there very consistently. Just because of the fact that I know how much he's been practicing, I know how much he wants it. I just think he's your guy this season.
Yeah, definitely one to bet on. Sure. So let's just get our bearings again. It's been a while, a bit rusty. I was supposed to
Yeah,
retire from comms, but here I am. Can't leave, can't leave a rookie to do your job. So,
how's he coming in? Just trying to figure out
it's
who's on
fresh,
the
isn't it?
lap.
You just don't know who to watch. Lots of new people to watch.
I think I'm looking at Uffenhof now coming through the final sector. He's currently sitting in third place with a 116.4, just over a tenth behind Piastri. There's nothing in it between the top three. He rounds,
He'd be
what, the
coming in.
second last corner? Yeah, he's
Um,
coming in.
Open Bajala goes to P5. Beautiful up by the McLaren driver. Non-stop. Here we go. So another Top Gun in Tier 3. This will be his third season in Tier 3 straight, I'm pretty sure. He just hasn't managed to pull himself out of it. He's always been there. Consistency has not been there though, but he's looking strong this season. Or in the off season, he's looking really strong. So let's see what he can show in pre-season.
As Paulie retires in his first Wallaby outing, as non-stop goes P6 with a 117 dead.
Yeah, look, Lefty, what would you say the tip to these boys for pre-season? You say push, prove something TPs as the draft doesn't happen, but you don't want to prove too much or you get promoted, really. Um,
I think my advice to them is just go out there and get your bearings again for a race distance. Like in the off season, you do a lot of 5 lappers, 25% maybe. You don't do a lot of 50% races, so just get your bearings again. Maybe test out a few different things. Get to know the people you're racing with as well, and just show TPs why you're a good pick. You know, don't get in crashes, try to avoid penalties, things like that. They're all something a TP would look for.
of course, and it's a lot of brand new faces. Oh, little flubs goes to P2. The very strong up there. Yeah, a lot of new faces. A lot of these lads haven't raced against each other. You got the usuals like Piastri, Padu, Bajala, Non-Stop, all of them, Miney. Uh, but you got the new ones like Massive Ego, uh, Ghost, I'm guessing. And yeah, that's about it
Uh,
really.
you got Paulie. I'm not sure who the Madman Brad is.
Oh,
Someone did
that's
say it.
pretty sure it's little Casper.
Casper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Um, GH, never heard of them before. But something to look out for right now is Lucky is in the top 10. After his terrible season last season in the
Ooh.
Williams, he's breached
He's
the top 10 in pre-season.
he's obviously been promoted to the Mercedes. So
Well, that's another thing to mention. Not none of these drivers, or some of them are in a team, but most of these drivers on the grid here today aren't in a team yet as the draft hasn't happened. That'll be happening on the 24th for those of you who want to tune in, the 24th of January.
yes, so if you want to tune in and watch us not get picked, it's totally up to you guys.
I'm not going to get picked because I
I
already
don't
picked
know.
myself. uh,
ZK
Seeing
says
the
he
reason why
reckons
I'm
it'll
a
be between
TP.
Padu and Piastri.
Yeah,
Hmm.
okay.
Okay. I haven't
Remembering
seen a lot of Padu in the off season.
qualifying doesn't um, set the finishing order. It sets the starting order, but not the finishing order. Some of these guys will be going out here today with a straight quali setup and hoping it brings them to the end of the race in good condition. Um, and Hungary is one for managing your tyres, managing your tyre heat, not trying to avoid thermal wear, and not overheating your engine as well. So they can all play massive roles in making you slower or quicker on the track.
Yeah, yeah, well said. Yeah, Hungary are very interesting. I'd say difficult track to drive. It's been named Monaco with no walls, really. Very narrow, as you said, very easy to burn your tyres out. But I reckon these drivers have got it good. And as I was saying before, Paddy Hollow, I haven't seen a lot of him in the off season. I don't know if you have, but it's been a bit of a dark horse to me. I've been more focused on non-stop and that. But we'll
Yeah,
see.
I haven't seen any of it. I think Maney's on a lap right now,
Yeah,
but he's not
Henchy.
got his battery on. I'm not sure if he knows that he hasn't got his battery on. Um, he does look like he's pushing, so without any battery, it's not going to get him anywhere.
Yeah, and you know what? New season, new Miney. He's hasn't gone down the mediums for his first run. I don't think. So New Year's revolution for him.
Yeah, and War Machine's still not coming out of the pits. He's going to leave it the very last moment, and he's going to have to be getting out now.
Well,
Or very.
yeah, War
Unless
Machine
it's
is gonna go last the first, mate. I can tell you right now, he's off season, like in the off season, he's been absolutely rapid, man. His pace has come out of nowhere for War. Very dark horse for the championship, and he's coming in confident.
I mean, for example, he was absolutely destroying me
Yeah, but that's not an
at
achievement.
uh at Spa. So War for tier one.
War definitely for tier one. Absolutely rapid driver. Um, he bring it to Yana Watme a few nights ago. Beat him pretty convincingly. Anyone on a lap? Little Flubs now starting a lap. This guy looks very fast. Ulfenhoof.
Hoof.
Ooh, 115.8. Yeah, Ulfenhoof, another one to look out for. Goffy P10, I can't believe my eyes. You're probably on his account, Birdie. No way he's put in P11 here, mate.
You got
Um,
M-bomb in the last sector coming through. These will be their final push laps. It's the final corners that can make it all. Need boxes.
he's box. Righto. Little Flubs, half a tenth up.
Goffy's
Goffy's
out.
retired. Little Flubs is invalidated. Paddy Hello on a lap now. That's qualifying at the end of qualifying. So as people get around to complete their laps, Padu's a 10th up on his time. But can anyone dethrone Uffenhoff from provisional pole?
Well, I'm looking at Pajala right now. He seems to be going quite quick.
Yeah,
Never
actually looks
mind,
like he's called it.
has an abysmal middle sector, so terrible run for
And
him. He was 3 tenths down.
Piastri's invalidated, so it's up to Padu Hollow. He's 4 temps up on his time, and he's finalist another 2 temps if he wants to match Uffenhoff. So can he find it out of these final 2 corners? The man in the AlphaTauri tonight takes that corner very well, drops it down to 4th, upshifts to 5th, gets the foot down, he's going to cross the line. Where's it going to put him? Oh, he misses out, barely on pole position.
Piastri crosses the line. It looks like he gave up.
Yeah, he did.
Maney as well.
He's done. Massive Ego's done non-stop. Done. So no one else to improve.
Risey boxes, everyone.
So
Struggling to get back into the rhythm.
Uffenhoff makes a statement here. Says, I am the one to worry about this season.
I have made early calls within the league Discord saying that Uffenhoff could be the one to watch. I've said it in private. I've said it in public. I think Uffenhoff is going to have a really strong season now that the boys like Maxi Boy, Kano, and Unique Throne are moving up to Tier 2.
Very, very true. Very true. But it's only pre-season. They could have the sandbags on for all I know. Paddy Hello.
Yeah.
Barely just misses out though. But yeah, Uffenhoff and Paddy Hello clear 5 temps of the rest of the field. So maybe we've got a top 2 fight here for the season.
Yeah, well, I'll run us down the order, try and get it done in 27 seconds. You got Uffenhoff in pole, Padu Hello closely behind, Piastri in 3rd place, 5 tenths behind pole sitter. Little Flabs in 4th, Maney in 5th, Massive Ego for his first Wallaby outing in 6th, M-Bomb in 7th, Non-Stop in 8th, Pajala in 9th, Frizy in P10, GH in P11, Goffy in P12, Lucky in P13, Combo Ollie in 14th, Izachary on his first race back 15th, Paulie 16th, Madman 17th, and War Machine 18th without setting a time.
Ooh. Wow.
Ah, that was a big breath.
Take a breath. Take a breath. It's good to be back, honestly. Let's hope for an exciting race, though. It will be. Now remember, a lot of these drivers, hopefully they've got back into the rhythm. Because 5-lappers are a bit different to a 50% race.
Now, I've actually just seen, I don't know if this means anything, but in Izachary's garage, I just saw his tyres there leaning up against the thing go from hard to medium. So I wonder if that means anything. I wonder if that there's a little bug in the game that maybe shows what tyre the Red Bull is going to be on.
Yeah, so Izachary already been done by the game.
Unfortunately, I'm in the Red Bull. Hopefully, I'm in the second one so nobody can see. That would be ideal. We're still waiting.
Here we go. So I think formation lap is on. Perfect. Right, so let's get all this stuff up. Let's get these tyres up. Let's have a look. So, Uffenhoff from the mediums, as expected. Padu goes for the hards. The rest, it's a bit of a mix. You got Pajala on the softs, and then Zachary on the softs, not the mediums. And Madman Brud, okay, Casper on the softs. So,
other than
tyre strategy, Lefty. What's your call on this?
I mean, I think it all depends on where you are and how you're looking at the race. If I was more machine, I would probably be jump here on the mediums or the softs, trying to get up there as fast as possible. Um, but if I'm in the lead, I'm either going to be on the mediums or the hards. As we come up here, possible strategy: soft, medium, or a two-stop soft, medium, medium. But nobody's ever going to go for that willingly. So, um, yeah, honestly, I think it's medium hard or hard to medium. I think soft's only if you're at the back or trying to get up there early and have something else in mind. Because
Yep.
ultimately, it's not going to give you a massive benefit to start on the softs, especially around Hungary. You're going to be under high fuel, you're going to be putting those tyres under high stress, overheating them quickly, and then really they're only good for about 4 or 5 laps at the beginning of the race.
Yeah, yeah, very well said. And one more thing to add, with Hungary being such a narrow circuit, safety cars are a very common feat around here. So
Yep.
let's just hope we make it through the race.
I mean, I think the dirty side of the grid, so the even numbers on the grid, are going to probably struggle a little bit more than the others to get off the line, as the marbles do really get on that side of the track and they can cause a lot of wheel spin, especially for the hard runner of Pato Hollow. With his tyres a bit cooler than the others,
And that could
he could
cost him
find
off the
himself
start
struggling.
with the three medium runners behind him as well.
Certainly.
But here we go, as everyone lines up to the back of the grid now. I'm gonna have
Annie on an
one
angle.
light. Three. Alright, and it's lights out, on away we go here for Wallaby Racing Tier 3 preseason. Zachary gets a jump start though. Uffenhoff gets off the line well, but so does Piastri. He jumps Paddy Hollow, but Uffenhoff out to the lead as they come into turn one now. Let's hope it's all clean. It looks clean. No contact. There's an Aston Martin round though. The Aston Martin of massive ego has a bit of a snap, but everyone makes it through nice and clean. We've got M-Bomb going wide. We got an Alpha Tara and a Mercedes of non-stop and Lucky going wheel to wheel. But Uffenhoff off to an amazing start here.
Yeah, like I said, that hard runner of Pato Hollow on the dirty side of the track, he was gonna, more often than not, gonna lose position to the cars behind on the clean side of the track and the softer tyres. But at the moment, M-Bomb is the biggest loser right now, along with Frizy, both losing 6 positions as he moves back up M-Bomb to P12. Lucky up 3 positions and Combo Ollie up 6 positions into P8. So a few of these drivers just being wary, knowing exactly what Hungary Turn 1 can be like, and making the best out of their awareness and just putting the car in the right place.
But we got this, I'm gonna call this fella Ghost. He looks pretty fast behind Bajala, but anyone new here knows Bajala is not an easy man to get past, as he makes a send up the inside of WRL Maney, makes it stick. He's come out of retirement to show these rookies how it's done. It's Damo Racing.
Damo is massive ego.
Oh, is he? Okay. Righto, so...
Unless you're talking about defeated Damo, then no, he's
I don't know
not.
what Damo we're talking about. Bajala already flushing at Hungary. He's definitely under field one for a safety car. It's gonna cost him. There is no safety car, but so far 2 laps in, we've made it through clean.
I'm just going through and having a look at the fuel now. Everyone seems to be alright except for Pajala and Frizy, so maybe they're expecting a safety car or two, especially being the first league racing round of this season, even though it's only pre-season. Just testing what they can get away with, maybe.
Uffenhoff, absolutely rapid. Wowzers. He's off to a 1 second gap already to Piastri. And then Padu's now under pressure from Little Flubs.
And he's not really touched his battery at all. He's still sitting on about 82% compared to Piastri's 67. So he'll be looking to extend that gap. And if he can maintain that around 1.5 to 2.5 seconds, I think he'll be safe until the pit stops roll around, especially if he can maintain that battery.
And yeah, it's a long race. holding that battery would be a smart idea, but as we see, Padu is already down to 40%.
Yeah, and around this track, the recharge isn't too bad, especially when you're in DRS, but the downside that comes with being so close to other cars in the tail in DRS is overheating your engine, and really then it kind of evens itself out between having no battery and an overheated engine, because with every 1 degree over 130 degrees, you lose 0.5% of your horsepower,
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
of a horsepower.
of A. But it's not a lot of battles. It looks like everyone's just kind of sticking together right now, which is great to see. The top two have run away with it, of course. Padu looks like he's struggling a fair bit on those hards early on, though. But those will soon come back to him.
As long as he doesn't overdrive them to the point of they're graining and
He
they're
doesn't.
slipping around.
He doesn't want to give this position up. He's burning his ERS again.
I think this is one of the biggest mistakes people make early on in the race. Like, you don't win it in the first 10 laps. You know, it's all about the last couple. You got to set yourself up for the last stint. Because now
Yeah.
he's going to be struggling with that battery all this whole stint until he
We've got
pits.
a
As we
safety
have a
car.
spinner,
It is Damo.
massive ego.
Or Ego. Down
Yeah.
to P17. War Machine up to P15 into the points. Love to see it. But we've got a bit of a gap forming here between P12 and P11. And then another little group from P7 till P3. So,
Just looking now, Lucky is
come
all
on.
over the back of Combo Ollie.
Bloody
Pado
Hollow had a
Hollow.
spin. Yeah.
He's overheated his tyres by the looks of it, and he keeps. I'm looking on his dash right now, and he's sitting on about 108 degrees, which is where you don't want to be, especially on the rears.
Yeah, so all going wrong in Hungary for Paddy Hollow.
What he needs to do was just not overdrive those tyres, try and stay away from going side by side and hard braking, and just like let the faster guys go through. It'll come back to you at the end.
That's what I was
It's
saying.
all,
Was it a
it's all a
mistake
racecraft thing.
to fight those medium runners? 3 laps in, he should just, let them go. Would have come back to him in a few laps, but they learn, and that's racing. Again, so far, this is not a common occurrence in Hungary. Usually there's very close racing wheel to wheel. We might see that now. M-Bomb goes around the outside of Lackey. That was a spectacular move from the Alfa Romeo. Well
He go off
done.
the track to finish it off, but obviously I don't think that's going to be policed in pre-season.
Probably not, but he's going to get a run on the Red Bull now of Combo Ollie, who has a moment, gets pushed wide, comes back onto the track. Oh, careful, lads. Now he's going wheel to wheel with Paddy Hollow. And tucks in behind.
Honda powertrain cars are struggling a lot as he goes down the inside and sends it, pushing Padu off the track.
So Combo get a bit desperate 6 laps in.
I think around here, it's certainly around here being such a short lap. DRS is so vital to keep a hold of because it just tows you along with the group.
Uffenhof with 100% battery here, lefty.
Maney and Pajala in turn 1 as well, just racing each other. I think Pajala got up to P4, did he?
Yep.
So he's up 5 positions now.
Oh, wow. Uffenhof way ahead of Piastri without touching his battery. This is a statement.
He's obviously got a setup that's working very well for him. I think he's very comfortable on this track. Maybe he's been doing a little bit of practice.
Oh, has a massive moment there though. You almost jinxed him. Gave him the good old commentator curse. So Kano puts his opinion into chat. Everyone's entitled to one. But he does look very confident on the throttle.
Does, yeah. I mean, just the fact that he's not having to use any battery
Yeah, he's
to
using a little
be
bit
where
now.
he is now.
Oh wow, he's used at least 20%. He's still using it. Down to 76.
And I think he's doing that because Little Flaps has the DRS behind Piastri, and if he gets ahead of Piastri early on in the straight, he's only going to gain and gain and gain on him. So he's just building that gap up so he has a little buffer.
Yeah, look. Little Flav with a spectacular move. Piastri's going to hold it though. Little Flav has to get past Piastri if he wants any chance to catch an Ulfenhof, but Piastri holds. So
It was
Little
awesome
Flav
racing.
could bring a little bit of a dent to Ulfenhof's race. If he gets past Piastri, it looks very fast.
Now we got Pajala, 17% battery, Maney 22, and then GH or Ghost, I'm going to call him, 46 behind them.
So Josh could just bite his tongue here and wait for him opening. About 7 laps in, no safety car.
Non-stop, sitting in P7 on the hards, just like his teammate down in P9. He's closing in to that DRS.
So, do you think the hards are now coming into play?
I think certainly with all the racing that's been going on, I think it's certainly in the midfield as Little Flabs gets past Piastri.
Right.
I certainly think they'll be coming into play now.
Now, Ulfenhof does have that ERS advantage, but let's see what Little Flubs can do. The gap is currently 3.8 seconds. Alright. He's already gapped Piastri by 5 tenths in one corner. Piastri goes wide.
Ilfenhof not using his battery again. He's got it back up to 92%.
Battery picks up 3 seconds. Yeah, battery recharge is very, very good around here.
Piastri's still using that battery. He's desperate to stay within DRS. Got a spinner again. It's Madman this time in the other Aston Martin.
Oh no. The Aston not the car to be in.
Now
And
I may
Little
be
Flubs
wrong
has
here.
caught him 3 times just this lap.
I might be wrong here, but I remember Massive Ego, otherwise known as Damo, sending me a message telling me he was the Lewis Hamilton of Tier 3. At the moment he's sitting down in P16 after losing 10 positions in 9 laps.
You know, he's looking like the 2022 Lewis Hamilton at the moment. Yeah, it's Biden back. Definitely not the Lewis Hamilton of Tier 3. Ulfenhof looks like the Lewis Hamilton of Tier 3.
Got another spinner. It's Lucky. He was doing really well. Unfortunately, this was the problem with him last season in Tier 3. To anyone listening, he would get himself into a decent point scoring position. Remember, we're top 15 in Wallaby is point scoring. And he would just all of a sudden be spun around. I think that's something that can certainly be worked on. It's just all about being able to drive under pressure.
Do you think that's a consistency thing?
It's definitely a consistency thing. Like, he's not slow. It's just once he gets in his own head and he spins, tries to push that little bit too much, then it becomes a problem for him.
Yeah, and someone else has a problem here. It's going to be Rapid Bajala. He's now got a little bit of a train foreman behind him. On-stop's now
He is on the softs, remember. So he's going to be boxing early. He's going to be trying to extend them as much as he can to get on those mediums to the end. If not, he'll be forced to jump on the hards. But at the moment, the mediums have done as M-Bomb leaves. I don't have him added.
No. Yeah. Ulfenhof is pulled over a second to Little Flub.
without using battery.
Yeah.
Oh, safety
Yeah,
car.
safety car, full safety car. So that's gonna put a spinner in the mix. Spinner in the
So who was
works.
that?
No idea who calls that safety car. Oh, GH has no front wing.
Okay.
And neither does non-stop. So, do you want to
My
check the incidents real
I'll
quick?
check the race director.
Yeah, because GH and non-stop don't have a front wing,
Um,
and they
at
were
the
right on each
moment,
other.
there's no collisions incidents. The last two were on lap 10 for GH for track limits.
Okay, Ulfenhoof's out onto the hards. So is Little Flubs.
Yep, they'll take them to the end comfortably now.
Yep, Miney comes in. Piastri on the hards. Pajala on the mediums.
Yeah, it's retired in pits. Still in a decent position to pick up points. So I
Not
think
an attitude you want to have, especially in the pre-season. It's not a good look for the team principals, that is for sure.
you would have come out P16. So that's, yeah, another thing to look for as a TP. It's not what you want. You don't want someone who's going to give up after the slightest setback, because that's what cost you points. He could have still scored good points here today. Yeah, not something I look for.
Look at the penalties here. Piastri with 3 seconds, Paddy with 8, Combo with 3, Goffey with 3. Now out of the top 5, oh, and Bob on the softs. Pajala on those mediums behind those 3 front runners and the hards. Do you reckon they've got enough pace to hold them behind? We all know
I
Pajala's
think
going to push.
if he wants to make it work, he's going to have to make that battery stretch as far as it will go. Can't burn it all. He will be quicker, so he just needs to get through at least Piastri and Little Flabs and sit with Uffenhoff. Get towed along by Uffenhoff, and just make sure those tyres last.
Yeah, and look, Ulfenhoff's got some work to do here with the safety car restart. If he gets caught by Little Flubs, it's gonna work his tyres. Little Flubs is gonna be looking to get in front of him as soon as possible.
But on the other hand, Maney also sitting behind Pajala. He's got Paulie on 10 lap old hards behind him, protecting him from M-Bomb, who will have to stop again eventually, I think. He's going to want to get ahead of Pajala and stay with the top 3 boys, and not get stuck with Pajala once his tyres start to die.
Yeah.
So everyone's going to want to get ahead of everyone. And I think they've just got to be planning what they're going to do right now. They're asking to see the tyres, Abs.
Yeah, mate, no worries. Alright, there's the tyres for everybody.
There's only 2 people that didn't stop. That's Paulie and Madman.
Right, well, 10 laps in and we got our safety car, so I'd say that's a new record, Hungary.
Certainly, I think, Hungary is one of those that's not, if you're going to have an incident, the worst that's probably going to happen is the spin. If you do it in the last sector, then your chances of losing a wing are higher. But most of the time, it's just going to be a spin, which is what's good about the track.
Oh, it looks like safety car will be out one more lap, unless it gets called in late. Oh, that's very late.
Interesting.
Ulfenhoff's not going to be able to accelerate at all. So, when does Ulfenhoff go? Where does he go? He has to wait for the safety car to get in. Alright, he's free to go now. He's leaving it really late. He's off. But he hasn't caught Little Flav by a lot. At all.
This is what Flav's one chance
Oh
to
no,
get
and
ahead,
Piastri's
but
gone up
it's
the inside of Flav's. He's got...
Tasmani. He's got himself a 3-second penalty.
We don't have M-Bomb added, henchman.
Um,
I couldn't add him.
I can't add him in here.
Yeah. Gonna have to learn how to add everyone, mate. Now that you're tier 3. But, not what Little Flavs wants. Piastri. So don't forget about me, lads. I might be 10 seconds slower, but look at me in P2. As he drops off
Shame
exactly
for M-Bomb, as this car is still in P8.
Oh, his car's
So
driving brilliantly.
let's put him on the softs. And I'm just not able to invite him. Oh, that's a death.
Oh, War Machine. Oh no.
He's come out of that final S and he's just sideways from what I've seen. Not sure if he was helped, but that causes another safety car. M-Bomb finally gets back in.
God.
If he can get in quick enough.
He's currently in P7. That's amazing.
As Lucky's left the session.
He's you've got Lucky added, don't you?
I believe so.
Yeah. Look, M-Bomb's bot has put on an interesting strategy. Let's see what he can do with it. Okay, let me just check what I do. No, I don't.
Unless he's gone offline.
Maybe.
Oh, his game crashed.
Alright.
I swear I had him added. At least he's not on a bot strategy. There's a few changing tyres now.
So this gives Piastri a shot at Uffenhof.
Problem is, he's going to have to get him and then get 3 seconds.
Yep. But we know Piastri doesn't give it up easy. He's going to want to get ahead. Doesn't matter if it ruins his race. He needs the screen time.
And he'll burn his battery.
He's an absolute supermodel. So, we should be able for one more lap, maybe. Yeah, someone has to catch up. So one more lap under safety. Yeah, War was a 5-lap merchant. Oh, pretty much. Lucky joined back, I'm pretty sure.
He did?
I think so. Unless I'm seeing things.
Just asked for an invite, so...
Oh, he's back in. He's good.
Alright, cool.
Yep. Right, so 2 safety cars within a lap of each other. Safety car's starting to add up now.
Not even halfway point of the race either.
We've got garlic coating, go oil. Ollie, I know you're gonna win. Alright, we got some combo Ollie supporters, cheerleaders in the chat. Must be a very popular man somewhere else in the world, but he's a bit of a rookie when it comes to Wallaby. He's got something to prove.
So what do you think this does to the grid now? Not a lot of people came in. That's going to give people a second chance, like Little Flavs. It's going to give him a chance to get back ahead of Piastri and not get stuck behind him.
Yeah, look, This does help M-Bomb after the strategy his bot put him on. It lets him extend his softs just a little bit more. And then maybe he can up on the mediums at the end. Around lap 20 or something. Uffenhof, where does he go? Does he go light again? It didn't work last time. He's gone.
It's like he's taken off.
Piastri, not caught a lot, but maybe caught enough. As he's gaining very fast. Is he going to send up to the inside? He has to think about it. Tucks in behind though.
I think Little Flabs, he got jumped completely on that start. Ended up being 6 tenths back by the end of the straight.
Miney all over the back of Bajala now.
He's going to be wanting to get him as soon as he can. Bajala already burned 32% of his batteries. Uffenhof gets a 3-second time penalty.
Padu Hollow around the outside of Miney. They're going wheel to wheel. That's a beautiful move from Padu Hollow. Wow.
He's making his comeback now. But Uffenhof is going to have to do what he did in the first inning. He's going to have to replicate it and pull that 3 seconds to Little Flabs and the cars behind. Otherwise, he's going to end up losing this race.
But he's already almost a second ahead.
I'm just going to check Little Flabs' warnings. He's only got one.
Right. Uffenhof already out to a 1.4 second lead on Piastri. Uffenhof with a statement he's by far the fastest driver here right now. When we thought Little Fluff had a chance, he gapped him by a second in one lap.
Yeah, and I think what DRS enabled next lap, Little Flabs is going to have to get him as soon as possible. But to do that, he needs to be within 3 or 4 tenths at the beginning of the main straight. Otherwise, he's never going to get him. He'll be stuck behind him for the laps. Go down the grid. Pato Hollow is all over the back of Bajala now. Both on the medium tyres. And Damo all over the back of Maney as well on the soft tyres compared to Maney's hards. It looks like he's going to go down the outside. And he's going to make it stick, I think. Maney just squeezes him out as much as legally possible.
Oh, wow. And there's a little bit of
Damo
contact.
stays in there.
Getting his elbows out.
There's more contact there. As he powers down. Who's going to have more straight line speed? It looks like Damo's going to burn his battery.
Hasn't touched his battery yet. Only playing the long gun. Very smart.
Now we do know Maney likes to save up all his battery until the end. I think as Damo has a massive wobble there, puts Maney right on the outside of him again. There's more contact.
So elbows out here at Hungary. That is for sure. These boys not budging an inch for each other.
If anything, this is hurting Damo because his tyres are not going to go the distance. He needs to pick his moments and make sure when he goes for that overtake, it's going to stick.
Yeah.
Because as you see, this battle, they were right on the back of Non-Stop. And now they're 2.5 seconds behind. Oh wait, no they're not.
No, mate, they're still
I
on
was
the back
looking
of
at the
him.
wrong thing. I think I was looking at M-Bomb. They weren't that far off M-Bomb.
No, they weren't, but M-Bomb's now clinging onto the back of Pajala. Padu's on the back of Little Fluff.
We have a spinner. It's Zachary at the back. Just hasn't been able to find any rhythm after getting that drive-through penalty at the very beginning of the race.
Padu hold up the inside of Little Fluff in the turn 1. He's lighter on the brakes. He gets the move done. He moves up into P3 now. He has a bit of a moment. I think he's gone round. Oh, there he is. He just took forever to come onto this. It was like that Lando Norris thing at Spa, where he spun for a ridge. You can see him.
Here comes Pato then.
Don't
He's
forget to
on his
subscribe.
charge.
Whoop, whoop. Come on, look at him go.
Top three all had the same amount of penalties. Pato Hollow on the better tyre for now, but how long is that going to last? He's still got 15 laps to go.
And
As
how?
there's a spinner, and it's Damo.
Oh no,
There's
and there's
debris
someone
flying
else.
everywhere.
And Goffey because of a 5-second penalty with collision with Combo Ollie.
I don't think
And
Combo
Goffey's
has a
off.
wing.
Goffey's
Yes, he
off.
does.
He's got no front wing. So what does... This helps Uffenhof, all the hard runners. Paddy Hollow... someone... Okay, he has 8 seconds worth of penalties. So...
Thing is,
insane.
Uffenhof and
Uffenhof's
Piastri
gapping
should have another set of mediums.
them. Yeah, Uffenhof is gapping them, and then Uffenhof comes in. Little Fluffs decides to stay out. What
Jala's going to do the same.
is your call
Is
on
this going to help M-Bomb?
Massively. But Little Fluff stays out. That's interesting. Maybe he's hoping Uffenhof gets caught in traffic or something?
I also think the track position here is massive. Like, you can make your car as wide as possible. If you can defend well, you can hold your position no matter what your tyre condition.
He's got 15 laps to do it. And he's got a little baffle with Pajala behind him. Pajala's not going to let people through with ease. So...
Maney as well. And
Uffenhof-
Paulie on those old softs.
Uffenhof's got some work to do. It's time to see if he can overtake. He can clearly lead a race. Can he overtake, though? That's the real question.
So Padu and Combo Ollie Piastri. Padu's going to have to get through Combo if he wants a chance at this win. He's going to have to do it, and he's going to have to do it quick. Brazil will probably box at the end of this lap. You know his strategy.
Probably. It's a very interesting strategy. Very interesting.
Yes, Magic. Paulie is in P4.
Unless the club old softs, mate. He's gonna go to the end on him, I reckon.
The end of his life. That'll kill him, that.
He's done for. He's not gonna have any tyres left.
Once they all blow up, he'll have a stroke trying to keep it on the track.
Alright, let's see what Frizy does. This Frizy box, is it the masterclass strategy? What are you gonna do, Frizy?
He's gonna stay out.
He's gonna
Wow.
stay out. Wow.
Many boxes. Oh wait, no. Who boxed?
Paulie.
Paulie.
He's heard the chat. He's heard the commentators.
Combo reports floor damage. He's asking if he should retire.
Mate, points are on for you. I'd stick it out. 14 laps. Yep, right.
Max Verstappen did this race with a half a car basically.
Yeah, but he's a
think-
cheat.
Yeah, but you're just a Lewis Hamilton fan.
No, he's a cheat.
You're a fraud.
Get out of my comms box. Alrighty. Let's not start that on Twitch. We got
Enough of
30
the animosity.
people, we got 30 viewers. Welcome everybody to the stream. Wow. Show them love for the first pre-season race of season 6. So we should be going
Massive
in this lap.
ego. Retired. He retired.
Isn't that supposed to be Lewis Hamilton?
Yep.
Retire the engine, guys. Save it.
Never give up. Guys, never give up.
So, as I was saying, Little Flubs with a he's on 10 lap old hards compared to Uffenhof's 1 lap old mediums. Now, Uffenhof has some trouble. Frazy, Mane and Majala aren't going to give this up easy. It's not happening.
What? He needs to pick his moments, and he needs to avoid any type of damage or collision
And
that
get
will
past
slow him
Flub.
down.
And then gap him by 3 seconds.
Pretty much, and I think that'll be easier to do once he catches up to him and he's on those medium tyres, as long as he does it within, you know, the first 5 to 8 laps of having those tyres on.
Yeah.
We only do hot laps in qualifying.
And Flubs is gone, so he's got a much better start. Pajala's been caught sleeping. The old man is having a nap on his chair, but he holds position against Miney. Miney has a look up the inside, tacks in behind though. Here comes Piastri at the inside of the Aston Martin. He's now ahead of Wolfenhof.
Wow.
Wolfenhof now gets ahead. Alright, so that's one car out of the way for Wolfenhof.
This
And
hasn't gone the
Piastri.
way that Uffenhof would have wanted. Piastri will be absolutely laughing right now, knowing that he's ahead of the fastest guy on track, and if he can clear these guys before he does, I think, he's in for a good shot to maintain this.
It's a matter of if he can. He's got Pajala. Majala's well known as the move and chicane of the league. Very hard to get through and past. And we know he loves racing, so Little Flubs has already pulled a 1.3 second gap. It's exactly what he needs.
Lucky recovering from that spin, he's got himself back up to P11 now on fresh mediums. Goffey as well, up to P12 following him through. I think Zachary's lost a few positions, maybe got a little bit squirrely. As we have a spinner, and it's Madman
Oh
in the
no.
Aston.
Heartbreak for Madman Brad
Is
or
it?
Lil Casper.
The Astons have not had it easy.
PJ Piastri to bottle, Duck Puncher
Here goes
says.
Maney.
Oh, here
Oh,
we
they
go,
spun.
here we go.
Oh, that's Piastri and Maney in the wall.
Oh no, Piastri and Maney, and it's not a safety car. So Wolfenhof now to get past Pajala. And he's got a very fast Putty Hollow behind him. Do not forget that those two were even in quali.
Now it's back to the top.
And
The
they've both
people
got
who
3
started in the
seconds.
top two. They're on even ground. They're on the same tyres.
Here we go. Lap 23 of 35. Little Flubs is now out to 1.5 second lead. He will not pit, I don't reckon, unless there's a late safety car.
Did you catch any of that incident with Piastri and Maney?
I think I got back to him as I saw one person go off, and then the camera cut.
Yeah. Duck Punch had just called it as well. I just read it, and I think he was starting to read it as combo.
Mine,
Ali gets another.
retired into the fence.
Really?
He's out. He spun out. It's a virtual safety car.
He probably had a lot of floor damage from what just happened. It looked like he's tried to kind of squeeze Piastri, and as the track curved around on the exit,
His rear wheel's been locked onto Piastri.
then they've just kind of come together. Piastri got a 5-second penalty for speeding the pit lane. Probably a little bit frustrated that his whole race has been ruined. Even more so now that he's got that 5-second penalty. I mean, with these softs at this stage of the race, he could have been back up there in no time, but
Yeah.
it's another thing. You got to have a driver that's cool, calm, and collected in all situations. Keeps their head.
Just because Duck Punch is not fast enough to race tier 3.
Oh, Zachary with a second drive through.
Oh no.
Speeding under VSC.
2 seconds now. He's caught. Oh, Padu and Ulfanov going wheel to wheel. Padu wants this position. He's going to set up the inside of Ulfanhof. Who's going to get the run on Pajala? Pajala's going to defend the inside. He's going to do all he can. Defend with his might. But they've both got DRS. Pajala on the inside. He holds Ulfanhof. He pushes him wide. But Ulfanhof's...
We see another situation.
Oh my goodness. Padu gets the best of Ulfanhof. This
He got the
time.
toe from him as well,
Oh,
which
happy
really
birthday to Duck
aided
Punch's
him.
mum.
Happy birthday, Duck's mum. Uffenhoff, he's just got so much more pace in and out of these corners than Pajala does, but he has to keep backing out.
And
And
look
this is
look at
costing
the
him.
gap he's already lost to Paru in half a lap.
And he'll be thinking, even if he gets past Pajala, he still needs to pull 3 seconds and then get past Flavs as well and do the same.
And Paru now
Pajala used
has
all his
caught,
battery.
but Paru's caught Flavs by 2 times here.
He goes
But
Uffenhoff down the inside.
oh no, going wheel to a Pajala is a risky business. He's very good at
And the
defending,
marbles,
and he holds it. And this is
not
going to
one
invite
place to go
M-Bomb.
around the outside.
This will invite M-Bomb to the fight now. And Paddy Hollow all over the back of Little Flavs already.
And Mum's going to follow Uffenhoff as well. He hasn't got a penalty.
It's true, M-Bomb could be a dark horse in this race. If he can hold pace, and Padu and Flavs going wheel to wheel. Padu Hollow now takes the lead of the Hungarian Grand Prix for pre-season into first place. He does up that 3-second penalty, so now he has to get up Little Flavs by 3 seconds. But he gets the move done.
And not be caught.
But he does not have the ERS for it. Little Flavs seems like he has sides a bit more ERS with 80 to 40.
So was Uffenhoff. I think he could have saved himself from losing so much time behind Pajala by not trying to go around the outside. That could have saved him easily half a second, but he's into the DRS now of Little Flavs.
Yeah, Little Flavs has dropped off massively, so Paddy Hollow, now another championship contender to look at.
I think
Paddy
this
Hollow
DRS is going to bring him right up near Padu Hollow, or not too far away, if he can get past Little Flavs this time around.
Up the inside, covers it very well, gets the traction. He's up into P2 to chase down Padu. Both on 3 seconds worth of penalties. So Padu looks like he has the pace to gap him, and Uffenhoff has showed that he has the pace so far. So, you know what could mess these top two up though here, Lefty? If they battle each other. That's just going to bring Little Flavs right back into it.
Same with M-Bomb. Like, if M-Bomb gets past Little Flavs and these two battle each other, he's going to win. Like, simple as that. Him and Little Flavs will take podium positions off them.
Yep. So on 27 to 35. Uffenhoff and Padu now matching sector times.
Now, if I were Uffenhoff, I'd just be sitting here, recharging my battery, and just getting consistent laps in, getting a feel for what the tyres can do, and then in the last 5, I'm going all out to try and catch him back up. Keeping the time gap at 2 seconds maximum, and then just go for it.
Yep. Mine said, yeah, but it's hard when a pre-season race involves drivers from Tier 2, Tier 3 and Tier 4. It's a Tier 2 driver from here. Padu?
Probably Padu and Uff.
Yeah, maybe.
But then again, always going to say that about the drivers that are winning. You're always going to say...
no matter what. Like, we said this about Kano last season, and yeah, he was dominant, but he wasn't... We didn't bet on him to win every race. There was other people...
No, certainly not. At the beginning of the season, you would certainly bet on him to win nearly every race, but as the season progressed and Maxi Boy showed more and more pace as well and caught up with him, because at the start of the season it was defeated Damo and Kano. They were unstoppable.
Yeah, and then you got the likes of Unique Throne who were there You know, making a little bit of a challenge, will just never get that sweet spot for the win. Maxi boy divided early on as well.
M-Bomb now. Oh no,
1.3.
Pajala and Frazi.
It's going to bring original Pooley into it too. These two battle. But wow, look at Frizy and Pachala up in P4 and 5. It's an excellent performance by them with 6 laps to go.
Little Flavs now coming out of the pit lane on fresh softs.
Ooh.
You know, this might actually be an alright play. He'll be going for fastest lap. He'll be going to chase down as many people as he can in
Get some
the next
overtakes in.
6 laps.
Show the team principles he can rise.
You see Uffenhoff now.
Oh, he's going
He's
to second
right
him.
up. I think Magic
Right
said it
on
was
him.
4/10 per lap.
That was to our original Paulie, I think. And Paulie chasing Frizy 4 times a lap. Paddy was both tier 2 and 3 rolls, so yeah, I know tier 4 isn't confirmed, but all the chat seems like it's almost guaranteed. So Padu has tier 2 and tier 3. Look, I don't think it would be fair to chuck him into tier 2, as he does with Uffenhof to compete against. But it's like, if we was to take Padu and Uffenhof away, then Little Flubs and Piastri are just going to dominate, you know? But this is only a pre-season race. We don't know who's really pushing. We know this is non-stop pace. He's always up there. A few others. We'll just wait and see. But Uffenhof all over the back of Padu Hollow now. They've pulled the gap to M-Bomb, so now this is just a fight for the win between these two. Both 3 seconds worth of penalties.
I think they've got to
Both
be
on the
smart
same
about it.
tyre.
Uffenhof not using his battery nearly as much as Padu either. And sitting behind him as well. He's going to be saving fuel and his battery much easier.
Got Paulie all over the back of Frazy now. And Pajala.
Just looking at
That
these
seems like the
gaps.
closest battle, but all the gaps are pretty spread out now. Not a lot of fights going on.
It's non-stop and Piastri, then Frazi and Paulie and Pajala.
So these boys just go at it now. Yeah, that's about it. And the main battle here to watch. Oh, Frazy up the inside of Pajala. Pajala goes for the switchback, gets it done. They're going to go wheel to wheel. Frazy just turns right into him. I don't know what he is thinking. The drunk driver in the Haas.
M-Bomb 3 seconds now, so
Oh.
they're safe to battle now.
Yeah, I mean,
They're not going to face any threat from
M-Bomb's on the
Pajala.
podium, as long as he doesn't spin.
And with
So-
Paulie, just over 10 laps ago, being in P4 on the soft tyre, now is in P5 on the medium tyre and is looking likely to get a hold of P4. You know, this is going to be an awesome first outing for him in Wallaby.
Yeah, Uffenhof and Padu definitely showing their cards early on in pre-season for all the TPs to see.
Certainly. I think, you know, anyone like Piastri, non-stop, Padu, Uffenhof, M-Bomb, I think they're all going to be people to watch. I think Pajala as well. I think he's done really well. But I'd nearly argue that he's only in this position because of the track and his ability to defend as well as he can, as well as he does. It's much easier on a tighter track. I think on a more conventional circuit, he would struggle a lot more.
Won't be a big battle pool. He has 10 lap fresher tyres. Yes, Oxchillo, but clearly you haven't watched the race of Pajala. It's always a big battle with him. He knows where to place his car at all times. I reckon he'll make it too easy on Paulie. So, none of them really using the ERS. Padu using just a little bit. These final stages. that Ulfenhoff's gonna have to pick his part here. Maybe get him with DRS in the final lap. As
So we
they
have
lap
someone moving
as
out of the
Zachary.
way. It's Zachary. Now he's just gonna, like I said, lap 30, he's just gonna close up like I would and just sit there because he's just making him burn his battery.
Yeah, just creeping onto him. Creeping and creeping.
And if he does what I think he's gonna do, it's gonna make him drain his battery to around 30, 25%, and he's gonna be all over him come the second last lap, the end of the second last lap.
Little Flubs is up into P5. He could be up into P4. He's going to go around the outside of Rapid Bajala. He makes it stick. What a move by the Alpine driver. Yeah, Little Flubs up into P4. What a recovery after hopping on the softs.
Now what can he do? Can he get within 3 seconds of M-Bomb?
With 2 laps to go.
That's going to be 5 seconds a lap, or 5.5 seconds a lap he's got to pull, or reel in.
Yeah, as Ocello says, Ulfenhoff does have one more battery, but it is Hungary. It's a hard track to pass, as we've seen Pajala hold off Pooley for the last 6 laps straight.
This is the lap he needs to put the pressure on hard now.
ERS
Make him burn his battery. Because he's going to have more.
He's not burning. And
I'd be going for it.
Paddy's regaining his batteries. 50.
The straights aren't long enough
I think
to
Ulfenhoff's waiting for the last lap.
play around here. He needs to be burning his battery.
Well, Ulfenhoff looks like
Out
he
of the
does have the
exits.
far better straight line speed, so I reckon he'll get him on this last lap. He's going to attempt it.
Just got to remember that they'll both be burning. It'll be the same as it is, just with DRS.
Yep. Ooh, well, it's been a very, very spread out race though. Since that third safety car.
Holy's still all over the back of Pajala.
But the race
Rise
to
is
watch
creeping up,
is Ulfenhoff and Padu coming onto the last lap.
certainly.
Not these two. Alright, so does Ulfenhoff go for it. Coming into the final lap now. He's going to get the run out of the final corner. DRS open, overtake on. He's burning it all, and so is Padu, who's got the lower wings. He's gaining, he's gaining, he's gaining. He's going to have to look at the inside. He's lighter on the brakes. There's contact. There is contact. Oh,
He's all over the marbles.
Oh no. Ulfenhoff's come out just a bit worse. Oh, there's more contact. So
Problem I've seen with Uffenhof. You go.
has Ulfenhoff left this a bit too late?
I think so. Like I said, he should have put him under pressure, made him burn all his battery 2 laps ago. So, yeah, I think he's left it a little bit too late.
Like, he's still got a chicane to make a move though. He's all over the back of him. Is he confident enough to go for a final lap? Sand, he has a massive moment on the grass. That's going to cost him. He's not going to be able to do it.
It's because he got on the marbles again.
He's left it way too long. Padu Hollows drove a brilliant comeback for the pre-season race. He's going to round the final corner here at Hungary. Just ahead of Ulfenhof, who's pressured him all the way. Padu Hollow wins the pre-season race of Wallaby Racing League Tier 3. If that's not a statement, I don't know what is, Lefty.
Yeah, honestly, like, for the first stint, we both thought it was going Uffenhof's way and there was nothing to stop that. But, seriously, Padu had, he started on the hards and he had a spin early on and he made his way back through the field. And he won.
And, yeah, Ulfenhof ended the race on 40% ERS.
Yeah, and I think he should have realistically ended it near 0. I think if he'd have done that, he would have been he would have got him.
The Ferraris round out the top 10. So let's get these boys in for an interview. Oh, Wyatt.
Just Pato.
Does Orphanhof have a mic? Can Orphanhof get in?
I'm not. Are we supposed to be doing
I don't.
interviews?
We did interviews last season. Are we doing interviews?
It's pre-season though.
Yeah, no, but I've done interviews and I've been interviewed in pre-season.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not entirely sure. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna get Padu anyway. It's my stream. Bugger them. And give the people what they want. As here from the man that won. So let's get that. Just do interviews. He says, alright, let's get Padu up in here. I don't know if Ulfanov has an Xbox account. No idea. I haven't seen anything about it, so if you just want to kick it off with Padu Hollow when he joins, because I'll be right back.
Yep. Hello, Padu. How's it going?
Not too bad. How are you boys?
Good. Yeah, Abs is just going to do something really quick, but if you can include your audio, and I'll start the
It's
interview
all
off.
included.
Right.
All
Well,
included.
you had an awesome qualifying. You were right up behind Uffenhof. There was nothing in it. You started on the hards. You got a little bit of a rough start, which I predicted on the stream, and then you had a spin, which put you all the way back down. But you made a full-on comeback, and you came back and won the race by 1.1 seconds. So, how do you feel? Run us through your race, run us through your quali, what you were thinking, and just how you feel now.
Yeah. No, it was. Well, Collie was pretty good. I was a bit annoyed how 1600ths of a second I was behind in P2, but it is what it is. And then a bit of a rough start. Dropped a few positions on the start, and then had a spin a bit later on. And then I thought if I could just get my strategy right, hopefully I could just get back up there, and it resulted in a win. So yeah.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, me and Abs both thought that Uffenhofer had it in the bag at the beginning, like in the first stint, because he was just so much better, like further ahead of everyone. And then you've kind of come back and come out of nowhere. We know that you guys had similar pace because of qualifying, but we didn't know it was going to be this close. You did an amazing job, really, to stay, especially with the battery advantage he had over you on those last couple of laps. Like he just didn't use it as well as you did.
Yeah, no, it was a very good race on Uvenhoof's behalf, but yeah, it was really close. I had the most. That's probably one of the most fun league races I've done so far. But yeah, congrats to the other boys on the podiums, Uvenhoof, and I didn't see who came third, but
M-bomb.
M-bomb. Yeah, congrats to them too as well.
Yeah, well, what a way to kick off the season. Well, with pre-season, showing team principals what you're really made of. And Abs, are you there?
Yeah, wait, I think we've got Orphanhoof. He's finally put his account in.
Yeah, okay. You got any questions you want to ask, Padu?
Nah, mate, just
Um,
well done. Amazing drive, honestly.
nah, really. Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah,
You wanted to
nah,
ask me a
nah,
question?
I'm all good.
You ain't the commentator, mate.
Anyway, well done, mate.
Thanks.
Well done. Well done. Let's see if we can get Orphanhoof in here. Like the interview, we'll just get a quick interview done by him and then end the stream. If he does join, if not, then unlucky. Right, well, doesn't look like it. So, congratulations to the podium finishers. Everyone, thank you for tuning in to the first race of Season 6 pre-season for Tier 3. Don't forget to tune in for Tuesday Tier 2. This was Abstract and Left 4 Dead signing out. Thank you very much. Love you all.